good evening. Good evening. So it's very funny that the day 28 was cropped. And it's also very funny that I have a very different setup today. I am on the floor. I felt like having a more chill, at least for me, a more comfortable arrangement today. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. And today we're talking about monetization strategies or monetization pathways for creators. And this video isn't really focused on how, it's focused on what, right? So we want to know the options we have for monetization as a creator. And this is actually the last series in the Create 30 lineup. So woo! I was supposed to put a fake clap here. Applaud, right? Amazing. So we're going strong and we will soon have to say goodbye, but it's not goodbye forever. So, um, one thing that has really changed the landscape, has really changed the, has really put a lot of eyeballs on the creator economy, or has really sparked a lot of interest, is the fact that there is actually a lot of money in the creator space, right? And I think it was New York's New York Times, New York Times, no, not in New York Times, yeah, one of those newspapers that forecasted that the in the next 5 years the amount of um cash flow in the creator economy is going to double, right? Meaning it's a very growing economy, and it has, some particular events have spiked particular interest, especially in the creator economy, such as, first of all, Emma Chamberlain had a exclusive Spotify deal, and I think it was 2 billion USD. And just recently, Mr. Beast had his Beast Games on Prime, which had about 50 million um, viewers, and the I think the numbers in terms of revenue was mind-boggling, right? So we have seen crazy success in the creator space, right? So before now, the creator space was kind of like this cute little thing that people did, like, oh, I'm a YouTuber, that's so cute, stuff like that. But people are starting to recognize that there is actually a lot of money involved in the creator space, right? So it's important for us as creators to be aware that these opportunities exist, because as much as we want to make impact, um cash flow actually influences to a large extent how much impact we can make. We can make impact um more effectively when there's cash flow, right? So if these opportunities exist, why not be aware of them, and why not capitalize on them? So that's basically the basis of this. When we talk about this tomorrow, we're going to talk about how you can actually optimize for monetization on the creative platforms. So as you know, in Create 30 we focus on three major platforms: YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And depending on the creator you are, depending on the niche you are, depending on the platform you're on, your monetization strategy would generally differ and vary. And that's what we're going to get into today. So just before we start, I want to ask you. Okay, 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 thank you. I think I need to put it on DND. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, we should be back now. Okay. All right, let me know if you can still hear me. So I want to request that you drop your niche in the chat so that I would know, we can focus on the niche you're in, right? And your niche would give us more insights. So just drop what niche are you in so that we can talk more about monetization options for you. But I'll start with a general list, and I want to start with YouTube. YouTube, which is the platform we're on, right? The major revenue pathway, or the major monetization pathway on YouTube, as we all know, is the AdSense, YouTube AdSense, or in a broader sense, it's called YouTube Partner Program, right? So the YouTube Partner Program actually expanded in the recent times. I think leading up to 2025, the YouTube Partner Program expanded. Previously, this is how the YouTube Partner Program looked like. You had to get, first of all, your first 1,000 subscribers, and you had to get at least 4,000 watch time in hours, right? So you had to get those two things to be able to sign up for the YouTube Partner Program. When you're in the YouTube Partner Program, you can make money off ads, right? AdSense. So basically, when people watch your video, you get a certain share from the ads that was played on the video, and I think it's a 55%. It's a 55% share, right? So YouTube take, yeah, I think it's either 50 or 55. So you actually take 55% of the ad share, and there's a whole mechanism behind that. In fact, YouTube was said to be the healthiest economy. I think Washington Post said it, that YouTube is the healthiest economy, basically the way it's run, right? So YouTube doesn't make you pay to create on its platform. Rather, YouTube creates the distribution channel for your content, and on other people that are willing to advertise on your videos. So basically, advertisers are the ones that pay YouTube, right? And um, being a part of the YouTube Partner Program opens you up to AdSense. So that's the first one. But like I said, the AdSense has actually expanded in the recent months, and right now, for you to get into the YouTube Partner Program, you have to have 5,500 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. No, sorry, 3,000 hours of watch time. But here's the thing: if you don't get to 1,000, if you get to only 500, your YouTube Partner Program will be limited. You won't actually get AdSense yet, but you'll be able to have memberships, and people will be able to send you super stickers and stuff like that. So those are other ways. You know what super stickers are? Basically, on YouTube, you can send a sticker with some money attached, right? Like a tip, $5. You can send any amount actually. Some people can send $100, stuff like that. So you can send a sticker. So if you're looking to partake in the YouTube Partner Program, then you have to focus on increasing two key metrics: your subscribers and your watch time. And basically, increasing your subscribers would have to do with being very clear on the kind of content you want to create, right? um Content market fit, of course. Content market fit is basically how mm, would people pick your video over other options, because basically when people come on the YouTube page, they are flooded with a lot of options, right? So it's the question of why would people pick your video, and there are two reasons people can do that. First of all, if you have a good track record with delivering great videos, people would always want to come back and watch, right? Second of all, which is very important, your packaging, right? Which is basically your title and thumbnail. Your title and thumbnail have to be clickable, and then your about the first um 30 seconds of the video, then the first 1 minute of the video, then the first 4 minutes of the video. So you have to keep people engaged, and that's very interesting. Basically, there are so many resources you can watch on understanding those metrics, but that's not the focus of this video. So that's basically, I've spent some time talking about the YouTube Partner Program. I think it excites me the most because of the potential of the YouTube Partner Program, right? You have, basically, you are paid, the amount you're paid is dependent on the views you get, and um the more people watch, the more people are likely to watch, right? So it just makes the opportunity very open, and it really pays off, right, in the long term. So YouTube Partner Program, you can also join the YouTube Partner Program through Shorts, and I think you have to have, hold on, I'm on YouTube, let me quickly check. I think you have to have a certain number of views on Shorts, unique views. Let me see. All right, so it says here, for eligibility, you either have to have 2.6 thousand public short views. No, 3 million public short views. So 3 million public short views. And I have 2.6 thousand public short views. That means I'm a long way to go. But definitely would get there very soon. So you either have 3,000 hours of watch time or 3 million YouTube short views, right? So that's basically the YouTube partner program. Also memberships, right? Remember the last time we talked about Patreon. So even before you reach you're eligible for the YouTube partner program, you can always create memberships, right? And this is something that creators of different sizes can do, right? So when you give, serve the audience, and what you're serving the audience is valuable, and you keep on exponentially increasing the value, right? It gets to a point where you can actually charge for people to be part of your membership. And what does that look like? That basically is like, it can either be on Patreon, which people have to pay, to be part of the membership. There's actually community on Patreon, and you can have a paid membership on Patreon. You can also have paid memberships outside whatever platform you want. You can even build a paid membership on WhatsApp if you want. You just have to set up a seller or whatever Stripe, whatever they're going to use to pay, and then they get in. So I hope I'm still online. Wow. Wow. Let me know if you can still hear me. Am I still live? Alright. I think I'm okay. So that's the YouTube partner program, right? Sorry, that is the memberships. Come on. Alright, I guess I'm back online. Am I back online? Can you hear me? Am I back online? Let me know if you can hear me. MTN has been really fuzzy today. I don't know what's going on with them, but they have been really funky these days. Okay. Whoosh. Come on. Internet. Come on. Okay, you can hear me. All right, perfect. Let's continue. So, apart from that, you can also have digital products on YouTube. Of course, you can plug your own products. Like if you have resources book, you have a pack. Maybe you're a music producer or you're a video editor. You can have an editing pack, sound effects pack, stuff like that, right? You can have them and then monetize on your platform, on your channel. Then you can also have services. If you offer services like video editing, consulting, mixing, whatever services you offer, you know YouTube essentially is a distributor, right? Beyond finding content market fit. So the algorithm is able to find people that are interested in the stuff we're talking about. So if you're doing tutorials for music, or you're doing tutorials you offer, or the products that you offer, if you are teaching CEOs how to hire better, it's possible that they would also be in need of HR services, right? Basically, even if you're not teaching, if you're entertaining, it's possible that you can still have um you can still have services or products around your expertise. You get? So that's another way to monetize, or to think of monetization. But ready to stop back. Do you know, like, I don't hear him throughout the day, like at all. It is only 9 p.m. That is when his backing mode is activated. I don't understand. You people should help me understand. Is it my voice is backing at? Is it a phenomenon? At this point, I just let Brave do whatever he wants to do. All right, so mm, that's basically it. So YouTube have some other things here and there. They have the merch self. I don't know if you've watched a video before and you saw like some products below, maybe t-shirts or mugs or stuff with branded content or with branded designs, right? So you can actually sell merch directly on YouTube and people can pay through the YouTube app. So merchandise, there's affiliate marketing. If you're someone that does tech reviews, or you review software or review products, I don't know if I'm still online. You review software or products, you can always have links to affiliate, and most products you actually use actually have affiliate links. Most products you use, most basically the laptop you use, the tripod you use, whatever you use, they have affiliate links. And though many people, it depends on your niche. Some niches have people that are more incentivized to buy stuff. When people ask, oh, what mic did you use for this, right? People ask those questions all the time. What mic do you use? What mic do you suggest? And people are going to buy it anyways, so you can as well just search, maybe search Jumia, or search, um, or ask the vendor, hey, do you have affiliate links, or do you have any affiliate deals if people buy through me, right? So you can have that. So if, for example, I think I saw a TikTok where this girl, I think I saw a TikTok where this girl was showing off one light like that. It's like a soft box, but it basically has like bulbs in it, right? And she it actually went viral because people had not seen that kind of soft box before, and she had affiliate partnerships, right, with the vendors. So all those many thousands of people that bought from her, she actually was able to make some money off it, right? So we have affiliate marketing, we have subscriptions. Have I entered? I'm still on YouTube and time is almost up. All right, so let's quickly enter Instagram. Right, a couple of things that I've not spoken about. I'll speak about them in Instagram, but some of them can still be applicable to YouTube. For example, the first thing I'll talk about is brand deals and brand sponsorships, and this is a big one. In fact, most creators actually start making their living through brand deals and brand sponsorships. And the good thing about brand deals and brand sponsorships is that as a creator of different sizes, you can still have brand deals and brand sponsorships, right? You can be a small creator or a very large creator and still have brand deals and brand sponsorships. So there's something called micro influencing, right? Micro influencing is basically, even if you have somebody with 500 followers or 500 subscribers, and the person has a very specific um type of audience with raging fans, people that are actually invested, that kind of person can approach a company that their product is a very perfect fit for their audience, for the audience they have, and get a brand deal, right? So you talk about things like your rate card. Basically, I'll leave you to go research more on it, but basically a rate card is what you show companies, um that's basically your price per engagement. So your rich card will have what your average engagement is. It will show you what your average engagement is, and it will now show you what is your price for like a post, for like a story and all that, right? So if you have, usually if brands are going to reach out to you, the first thing they'll ask you for the first thing they'll ask you for, then Brave wants to always be part of the live stream. Maybe we'll do day 30 outside and she can join us. The first thing they would usually ask you for is your rate card. Can I have your rate card? So I think we're going to talk about it tomorrow, but how to actually be positioned properly for monetization, right? So brand deals, product integrations, right? So brand deals, when you think about brand deals, we think of, oh, very large brands like Spotify or Shopify or Skillshare or Slack. I'm just saying brands that start with S, right? But we think of very large brands. But even, first of all, let's say you're creating content and you are very relevant to people in your local city, right? Or you're just, you have a sizable audience. You can actually walk up to brands and companies and even shops and say, oh, this is who I am online, this is what I do, and this is the way I can distribute your product, right? Some of them would say, okay, you make a percentage on sales, that's affiliate, but some of them would actually offer brand deals to you, right? So I think the earlier you actually, first of all, of course, you have to build an audience that you know that is sustainable, right? You have to build an audience that is, I think the word I'm looking for is the audience should be settled, not settled. The audience should be, I can't find the word, but basically it should be people that you know would watch your content consistently, like from time to time. They should be fans at the very least, right? So you can walk up to brands that align with your, so the thing is alignment, right? Because if you have only 200 followers, but the 200 followers are um very very specific, they have specific interests, they have strong interests, you can walk up to, let's say you are doing content on gardening, right? And you have 200 followers, and all of them are very invested in what you're talking about with gardening, right? You can now walk up to like someone that sells fertilizers and say, hey, I have 200 people, and I can guarantee that a lot of them will be willing to buy your fertilizers because they rely on me for gardening information. And when I recommend this fertilizer, since I believe it's good, they will be likely to buy. Sure, they'll be willing to strike up a brand deal with you, right? And you advertise it, and then they can buy. So that brings us to another point, which I would like to talk about tomorrow. Because I think tomorrow I'm focusing on the how, right? So today I just want to show you the different pathways. Tomorrow we'll focus on the how. What are some things you should do? So I'm going to talk about what I wanted to say tomorrow. Of course, on Instagram you can still do every other thing we talked about on YouTube: affiliate marketing, um services, offering services, etc. Is there any other one for IG? IG have this thing called subscriptions, but this is basically when you reach a certain stage in your creator journey and you have a certain number of followers, people can actually you can actually enter the Instagram partner program. I don't know if that's what it's called, but basically people can subscribe to your channel and pay like recurring fees, right? So they can pay recurring fees to your channel. So I've not really heard a lot of fuss about that. I don't know how well that is doing, but it's out there, it's an option, right? So then there's TikTok. Basically everything that applies to YouTube and Instagram also applies to TikTok. By the way, I haven't heard of um an ad sharing channel on Instagram. Basically like you earn like AdSense or something of that sort. I haven't really heard anything like that about Instagram, but I think from what I have heard before, or from the idea I have, I think they have rolled it out in some countries. Some countries actually have ad share, but the country I'm in, I'm sure it doesn't, right? I don't think there's anyone that's earning from Instagram AdSense. So that is why I believe that every creator should be on YouTube. But that's just my personal belief. I'm not imposing it on you. I think Instagram is a great distribution platform. Instagram is great for building a portfolio, building something that people can look at. People can get introduced to you through your Instagram. Right? Basically, that is how I see my Instagram, as a portfolio, as something that represents me and my vision, but then as a mechanism for monetization. I am a YouTube boy. I support YouTube. I think they have a very great program and they are doing amazing. I think they are creating a lot of opportunities for smaller creators and larger creators alike. And I think YouTube is the place to be. But that's just my bias. Maybe because I'm streaming on YouTube. If I was on Instagram Live, I don't know if I would say otherwise. Probably won't. But yes. Um, TikTok. TikTok basically has everything we just discussed. Um, TikTok, and you correct me if I'm wrong, TikTok people. I know we have a lot of TikTok people in our community. Um, I believe TikTok also has AdSense. Not the name might not be AdSense, but you can. There's ad share basically. But I think the way people make money the most of TikTok, from what I've heard and from little of my research, is through live chat stickers and just um what do you call them? I think they are called live gifting, right? And just virtual gifts in general, right? So I think people are able to give you virtual gifts. I think people can buy lion or stuff like that, and I think lion lion costs a certain amount of money, so people can, uh, you know, give you stuff like that. But apart from relying on people in that sense, because I mean, me personally, maybe because I'm not an avid TikTok user, I don't see myself buying lion. um I think TikTok is a great place for marketing. TikTok is a great place for now your products. I think a lot of people shop through TikTok a lot. There are so many people I know that buy stuff directly from TikTok. So TikTok is a great place to monetize through marketing. Sorry, I'm bending my camera. All right. So another thing about TikTok is what do you call it? What did I call it again? Brand sponsorship, right? I think a lot of people are aware, or a lot of businesses are aware of the demographic of TikTok. A lot of Gen Z are drawn to TikTok. A lot of people spend a lot of time on TikTok. TikTok is so influential to marketing and to people's buying decisions. So a lot of influencers are open for brand deals on TikTok, but I think I've seen more of that on Instagram. By the way, I have a very huge bias. I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok. So I most of what I say about TikTok is from general observation and what other people have said, right? I don't know a lot about TikTok. I think you guys would even educate me on TikTok, right? So if you have any free education on TikTok, let me know in the community. So that's basically it. Apart from that, you can have, like I told you before, it's important to build off-platform communities. And a great example is the email is actually something that um, wow, is underrated. The email is very, very much underrated. Um, a lot of people keeping contacts through emails. There are a lot of people that would subscribe to your email and they'll be willing to read your newsletters, right, from time to time. And because of the depth of email, because of how personal email feels, it is actually more welcoming to sell there, right, in a lot of cases, right? And people would be likely to they'll be likely to settle down and click links and purchase what it is you have to offer. And so email lists, and you can also think about building your own products, innovative products, thinking about solutions and selling them. Right? Your solution can be anything from big to small. It can be an app, a robust app, or it can be something small as um it's not really small. I don't think there's anything that is too small to sell. Right? So even if it is crayfish you're selling, it is a very interesting market, and I think there's a very large market for crayfish, right? And I think I haven't really seen people sell things that you usually buy in the market on social media, but in the cases that I've seen, I think they have done really successful. There's a woman that was selling palm oil, and she makes the palm oil from scratch, and it was like, whew, her audience base is so large, so massive, and I feel like she's set. There's another woman I know that sells fish online. So I think when you combine technology and some of these things that we think are pretty much everyday things, you just branch the market and buy, you see a lot of results. So that's basically it from my side. I don't know if anything I said was new information. It is possible that you know about everything I just spoke about, but if you didn't, I think I'm happy that I was able to present this information to you, and definitely you should take the opportunity to search more and learn more about them. And I will see you on the next one. Hopefully we won't be sitting on the floor. Goodbye. Yeah, I didn't prepare my outro video on time. On the next one. Goodbye.
How was today's session? I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section. Now, to ensure that you put everything you learned into practice, we are building a community of creators just like me and you that come together to keep each other accountable, to share ideas, and to grow together. The name of this community is called Kreate Community. To be a part of this community is simple and it's free. all you have to do is click the link pinned in the live chat or the link in the description. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow.